Hey guys, it's Heather the Crochet Witch. How are you guys doing today? So, this is the video I promised from the Stranger Thingsgiving episode for today. The date is Friday, November 14th. Yeah, 2025. And I have been talking a lot to you guys about the shelter in my area that is in deep need of help. Not in the way of like food donations, toy donations, although I'm sure that they probably would accept that too. I've been more focused on the money, the financial that they are in need for, because they're in it, you know. Had I been in the other room in front of my computer, I was going to pull up, my plan had been to pull up like their whole story, but I'm going to do my best to tell you from my memory of everything. If I miss something, if anybody's familiar with them, I apologize, but this is the gist of it. Basically, it is called For the Sake of Being Humane, and it's a dog shelter, but I don't know if they started out as a dog shelter and then moved, to bigger things, or if it was just in the name for a while. I can tell you, they definitely have cats, cat adoptions. They have obviously dogs, puppies, etc. They have a goat. They have chickens. They have had a snake, I believe, and they have had like raccoons or other wildlife that they've gotten, to actual wildlife sanctuaries. She doesn't turn down anything if she can help it. Anything in need, any creature. They have been doing food drives with all the issues going on where people were afraid that they would have, not enough food and stuff. They did like a come get a free meal kind of deal, and then added pet food so you could, feed your pets also. And like I said before, that's wonderful. Nobody, I don't think, would fault them in their current situation for not doing that kind of stuff. But they do because, they're trying to help everyone also. So I'm really, really wanting to try to help them. I was first introduced to them early last year, I think. And they've been doing a fundraiser. They had been doing a fundraiser then that is connected, but it was separate. They had a different goal. I think their goal was 100,000 last year. I don't remember. It was when I did my my last auction, and we were trying to help them get to that finish line, which they did. So whatever it was, 100,000, 120,000. They needed to reach that because kind of like the gist was the land that they're on is owned by somebody else. They rent it. And I believe, if I'm remembering right, he had agreed to, this person had agreed to give them like a discount on it, but they wanted to sell the land. They decided they didn't want to be like landlords anymore. And then that was like a verbal agreement. And they raised the money. That's when we had our auction and everything. I remember I did a follow-up video where I was pretty emotional for them because this person decided that they didn't want to honor that I didn't think you'd actually make it kind of situation. And they wanted to sell it for more, a more competitive price, which I understand it's their livelihood, their money, their financial future that they're, they don't want to just give something away. I know 100 and some thousands not giving it away. I understand that, but for what they could get for it. So, I understand that. But they did sign the shelter went and got actual lawyers, drew up an actual agreement, and they did sign and agree to, staying on, letting them stay on for this year that has been going by with us, 2025. And by the end of the year, they needed to have money in full for what they wanted to sell it for, which was, I'm going to say, $350,000. It's quite a difference. And this shelter, she's been like trying to raise, you know, they have different sales that they have going on at different places. They've had like adoption events, and I'm assuming they have asked, you know, for donations at said events. They have like a roadside stand where they sell like eggs from their chickens, and they sell, I think, homemade like jams, jellies kind of deal. Excuse me. And they have, I do try to post them in the Facebook group, which is linked down below if you are not a member and want to come hang out with us for more reasons than just this. Like, we're fun, I promise. But we're also big-hearted and trying to help out shelters in need right now. But she posts on her Facebook where they hold like $2 Tuesdays or $5 Fridays or $10 Thursdays or whatever, you know, amount and day it is. Like, it's just a special thing. Like, if you're seeing this and can afford $5, could you send them $5 kind of deal? And whenever she posts that, I do try to repost it both to my personal Facebook and to the group Facebook, in case, you know, monetarily anybody is in a situation where they can help out and want to, you know, do a little good. That's, in my opinion, a perfect place to do a little good. I'm always going to pick like a shelter or animal preservation or, you know, something anyway. That being said, we did an auction, as I've already mentioned, which was, I think it was pretty successful. And we're doing it again. I had already planned to do it as soon as I heard that they needed to raise some money. And I hope that, you know, everybody will join us. People have asked, like, or have said things like, you know, I can't afford to do money donations and things. And that's okay. Like, you don't need to buy anything from me. You don't need to send them money. I mean, that'd be lovely, don't get me wrong, but you don't need to support them. You could share, either share the live when it happens for the auction, share this video because it's the informational video. You could share the actual website and Facebook group, which is linked down below, and it is linked down below in all of my November videos. And it'll probably be for December also, just because that's going to be like getting closer and closer, you know, to the finish line. So yeah, there are other ways to support. Showing up to the live and hitting the like button on the live, or this video, interaction, leaving a comment down below on this video, any kind of interaction to raise it in the algorithm to get this out for people would be amazing. So there's plenty of ways to help out if you want to help and can't financially help. That being said, last time when we did the auction, I did a pre-video explaining a lot of this also, and showed off some of the things that I'm going to put up for auction. Now, I don't have all of the items for the auction, just like last time, because some folks have donated, and I mentioned in my video this morning, if you feel that you'd like to do that also, feel free to send me an email. All I really need is a picture of what you're doing, like, or multiple pictures of what you're wanting to donate. If it's a physical like item like yarn or something, does it come from, you know, a smoke or pet-free home or not, just so people know. If it's got wool in it or like natural fibers, or if it's acrylic. And very importantly, if you are shipping it off after the auction on Sunday, where would you prefer bidders? Like, some people are willing to ship worldwide. Some people are willing to do only the US. Some people are only willing to do the continental US. Whatever it is that you prefer shipping wise, let me know, because the last thing I want to do is have somebody be kind enough to donate something and not want to ship worldwide, and then have somebody in Africa pay for it and not, you know, that middle ground not be met, where they don't want to ship the item there. And then, you know, I don't want hard feelings. I don't want it. So I just want to be very clear on everything. Just let me know. that being said, the stuff that I do have, I wanted to show you. And I was going to start with my friends. I've had a few friends give me items to have here at the house to actually be able to show you on camera. But they're buried under the stuff that I pulled out of mine. So I guess I'm going to show you mine first. And I am still working right now in the other room. I have another shawl that I'm working on. And I am still digging around for some other makes to see if I can find other things. I did clear myself out quite a bit last time. But there's just like, I'll be able to finish the shawl, I'm certain. And, cause it's at a length right now that's acceptable, but I want to make a nice big flowy shawl. And you'll see these more in depth later on the live, but I wanted to show you them now also. But there's just not enough time for another bigger garment. Like I might be able to get a hat and cowl set or maybe a scarf or something, we'll see after I finish the shawl. So there will be other things coming, but that's enough rambling. Let's get into this. The first thing I have is, I haven't shown you guys in years because I didn't have this finished and I decided to just finish it up, but it's this shawl. Now I will say this has wool in it. It is from an Ice Yarns yarn, yarn cake. I want to say it's called like Wool Glitz, but I'll have the information for sure during the auction. But yeah, it's all one cake color. They just came in the spectacular colors, and I hope you can see the glittery from there. It's got this iridescent glimmer through it, and the pattern now. I said in the last auction, I don't know how desired this would be, but this is a Heather original. So I had made this pattern with the intent to write it up and or do a video on it. But yeah, I haven't, clearly. And I really hope that it'll go to a home that loves it, that will help out, with these shelters. So this is the first thing that I have. Let me try to tidy this up, or do it, wrap it tidily. Tidy. Anyway. Also rusting, you might see the pile already. It's not quite there, I guess. That's the yarn back there. But if you see the pile rising up, it's because it's sitting on yarn. And I did discuss this in the video. The video hasn't been up long enough to get any feedback about whether you guys would like me to just show you everything in the boxes, or whether you'd like me to have a mystery box or 2 or 3 or whatever, and just tell you the fiber content, if this box contains wool and alpaca, or if this box is all cotton, or if this box is all acrylic and cotton, or whatever. I can see some people liking the mystery, and I could see some people liking to know what it is they're, bidding on. So I don't know which one we should do. But my point being is I had already pulled out some yarn, and I made this video relatively soon after the video from this morning. So I have not yet gone through it, but I plan between today and tomorrow to pull out more and get it in boxes. So there will be several boxes of yarn from me. One of the people that is shipping from their own home, they are doing a box of yarn. Bella has donated hand-dyed yarn of hers, and some makes. I know she had a hat, she had a cardigan. Erin has got baby blankets, and I think a shawl also. I don't know if it was 2 shawls or 1, but shawl, possibly 2. Karen has been sending me things. I have to remember to ask her to send everything again, so it's collectively in a little group, a current group, because she's been sending me pictures for the past couple months of I know there are blankets involved, Karen blankets. Anyway, let me get back to what I have. So this is a cowl that I had just made. My light's already going off. There we go. This is a cowl that I had made from homespun. I don't remember the color name, but I only had the 1 ball of it. So it's just chains and granny blocks but it's really like comfy, cozy. It's big enough to kind of, I'm not going to put it on because of my hat. I mean, during the live, I'll model anything you guys want, but it is comfy and cozy, and I thought somebody might really like it. And the cowls did really well last time, so, you know, thought I'd throw them in there. Now, this is what I'm calling an oversized cowl, because my intent with this one, and now when I wear it, I can put this on over. This is quite big. When I wear it kind of like a big hood, and then put this number under my jacket, right? And then you can always like pull it down. You can pull it further up, however you want to do. Or it's like a shorter kind of chunky infinity scarf. But now, you know, I'm not a tiny girl. And I feel like anyone who is, this will fit on my shoulders. I just don't want to stretch it out like crazy. This is also homespun. I love this color. I had meant for me to keep this, but I made it like if I had one more ball, I would have had a slightly bigger, basically like a wrap. But this will go, I shouldn't do it, but I'm going to do it. This will go around your shoulders. Like here. It'll go around both shoulders if you're smaller than me. I just don't want to stretch it out over both of my shoulders, especially if I end up doing that at the live. But both sides would go down here, and you'd still have a hood to go up. So it would be like a wrap with a hood. But yeah, I call it an oversized cowl. You can call it whatever you want. I'm sure there is a name for it. Maybe it's just a wrap. I don't know. But it is like a shoulder wrap, basically. So, oversized cowl. See, and that's why I didn't want to mess with it. But I have that one, and I think that color is beautiful. Like, I love that so much. Some smaller items that I have dragon egg bags, which are always a big seller for me. Like, I sell these, I've sold these in stores and things like that before, but I have this beautiful gray one. That one has a braided drawstring. No, it doesn't. That's an I-cord, because Karen sent me a lucet fork so I could make I-cord. So that one's I-cord, and it's got 2 beads at the bottom, you know, for where the bottoms are. This is another I-cord one, but here's a slightly bigger one, because the yarn was slightly bigger. You can see all the crocodile stitches there to make the dragon egg. And then this one, I really like. I did braid this one, this drawstring. It's also beaded, but it's got, I didn't have enough of this to make scales, but it's got the rainbow underside and then white scales. I really liked, like, I thought this one was so cool. Like, I kind of planned to make with other colors underneath and do like white scales or gray scales or black scales, because I think it looks really cool with that like peep of color. But I have the 3 dragon egg bags, which are kind of like Heather's signature, like I said. I have this shawl that I finished up a little while back, which I think is beautiful. This one is all acrylic. I really, really, really love this shawl. I'm so happy I have a little bit more of this yarn. It kind of reminds me, it's not Jelly Bean, but it kind of reminds me of Jelly Bean, like the way it's twisted. This was an old, is this one the Joann's version? Joann's and Michael's both did something like this. I can't see it from here. I think this is the Michael's version, but I could be wrong. It might be the Joann's version. But anyway, I have that shawl. And then I have another shawl, which this is the Seaside shawl that Fiber Spider does as a tutorial. This one has some wool in it. The wool is here in the Grand Canyon colorway of coffee shop yarn. The tan is an acrylic, but it basically matched width and everything. It looks exactly like the same type of yarn, but it's not. But I have that one. I think that one's so pretty. Like, I absolutely fell in love with it while I made it. But it does have some wool in it. And then it's like nothing fall. It's so piled. This table has like yarn piled that way and then stuff piled on top of it. I have a baby blanket. It's a pretty good sized baby blanket. During the auction, I will hold all these up better so you can see. I don't have a lot of room here, but it is in mandala. The colorway is Happy. What is that called? Mandala Ombre. Mandala Ombre in the color Happy. And this was the lemon peel stitch. So it's a nice thick fabric, like squishy fabric. It's a really nice blanket. I had intended for this to be one of the donation blankets to the other pet place, but I didn't get it done in time. So hopefully this will benefit a different shelter. And then I have this baby blanket. So a lot of people I know, this is a granny rectangle, and I know a lot of people, I don't know, just are looking for, this could be a lap blanket too, but, you know, a little alternative color for a baby or for just yourself. It's made with Caron cake, so there is a little bit of wool in it, but Caron cakes are very like washable. So, I mean, obviously if you have an allergy, that's a different worry, but as far as washability, myself included, everybody I know that washes it has no issue. So I would say it's good baby blanket. And then I have this one, which had a lot of interest last time, but I think by the time I showed it, people were just bought out. And then a couple people were going to buy it later and then just didn't because of the auction time had ended basically. But this is the one I had worked on. It's very squishy and double-sided. And I actually really love it, but if it helps the shelter, I am really happy to help the shelter. But it's a decent size. I would call it throw blanket size. It's not like going to cover your queen size bed or anything. But it is definitely good to like snuggle up on a fall or winter evening and cozy up. So I have that one. It's quite heavy too, let me say. Then I mentioned that I had a couple folks send me or bring me donations for this. And this lady would like to remain anonymous, but I do have this bag of beautiful hats that she knitted. She brought them to me and said, that she didn't she said, I don't have the money to give for the charity, but I can do this. And I have yarn and I can knit. So let me show you the beanies that she made. They're knitted too, so let's not forget these are gonna stretch out real nice. They're not just a kid's hat. I love, like, I'm thinking this is a 1-1 rib all the way up, except up here it flattens. Come on, camera. It flattens out. I want to know how to do this. I really, really like these. Because I can knit, I can. So here's the first one. Anyway, we got one, and then there's solid colors and stripes and stuff. Here's two. I'm saving my favorite for last. Here's three. This one's done a little differently because this one is, it's got like the brim down here. And then all of this is the stockinette stitch, I believe. But then it does the flattened thing at the top again, which is cool. So there's three. I'm sorry, there's three. There's four. I really like this one too. Is this, I wonder if this is a color from the Premier cakes. Oh, what are the name of those? Not coffee cakes. That's the one in my mind because that was the shawl. The acrylic cakes. I can't think of the name. But I wonder if this is one. Anyway, so there is hat number 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have number 5. We have number 6. This one's much longer if you want it to be 2. She just had it folded into a brim. So however big or long, or you know what I mean, short or long you want it. And then there's a crocheted hat, which which is really cool. This camera is going to blow the white out really bad. Come on. There we go. Can you see the detail in that? It's not my camera blowing it out, it's my ring light. I should clarify, I guess, but... And then the different colored brim. This is so cute. Very nice. And now I want to show you my favorite one. I love this one. I love it so much. I know this is Red Heart Super Saver. Is it Stars and Stripes or Star Spangled? Oh my gosh, I love that so much. I don't even know why, aside from my whole retro Hawkins in July kind of feel, but I love it. This is my favorite hat ever. And I can say if it doesn't sell at the auction, I'm going to put money in the donation for it for me. And I hope that's okay. But if it goes to a good home, it goes to a good home. But I really, really love this hat. So I need to learn how to, I know how to knit. I need to learn this pattern and make one if this one sells, because how cool is that? All right, I'm gonna stop playing with it, but this is my favorite by far. Okay, now put these away real quick. So, and just like I said, I know you're watching, and thank you so much, because this was so sweet and kind. Thank you. And then my friend Donna, who is Dozer Gets Crafty, I will try to remember to link her. I need to link her in my video from this morning too. She sent a couple of things that she made, one of which is this beautiful like reusable shopping bag slash tote bag slash market bag, whatever you want to call it. Isn't that amazing? She made this so quickly too, let me just say, because she was talking about it, about sending me this yarn, and then like for the auction, and then she was like, you know what? I could just make it into a bag. And I was like, that would be amazing. And here we are. She made it really fast, and it's really cool, right? It opens up nice and big. So there is the bag. And then she made this shawl, which is so soft. I know this yarn is Hobby Lobby yarn. And I am very certain it's all acrylic. But how pretty is this? And it's big. And it's, if I didn't mention that it's fluffy and soft, it is fluffy and soft. Isn't that pretty? So those two items she made, and then she sent along some things that we're calling a yarn accessory or a yarny accessory care package. So all of these things are going to be included together, but there is a sign that you can hang up. It's metal, and I'm not going to take the paper off because I don't want to scratch it, but these are all different, like if you're reading a chart, it's basically the breakdown of what, like it has a symbol for what a chain is. It has a symbol for a slip stitch. It has, you know, symbols for front post single crochet. Like basically anything that you would need to refer to if you were reading a chart is right here. So there's that sign, which I think is pretty cool. And then she sent all these little goodies. There are metal yarn needles, which, this is the boy version of the kind that I use all the time, and I'm sure they're the exact same, basically, but I use the Susan Bates metal needles, and these are, like I said, the boy version. So we got yarn needles. We have got crochet hook grips, a new package of those. We have got, oh, it's titanium, Westcott clippers. So we got the yarn clippers right here, which a lot of people love those. We have got, excuse me, faux leather labels for your handmade goodies. They say different things. You put that on once you finish them. And then the piece de resistance she sent along. Come on. Oh, there's no picture on the back, Heather. A yarn winder. How cool is that? And then I'm going to be adding to this I might add some actual just yarn to it, but I am adding the Stitch a Day calendar that has all these different stitches. I just figured, you know, if it's a care kit, so we're going to add that. And I believe I have stitch markers somewhere that I need to add to it still that aren't, they're not in there. So, but they will be. And then possibly some yarn. But that's, yeah, like I'm going to call that the yarn accessory care package. So thank you, Donna. And anonymous donor. But then, like I said, I don't have the pictures to put up in here. I mean, I have them, but I'll put them up in the live. I will show you the pictures then. But there are different things from different people. And like I said, if you happen to want to add something to that, feel free to email me, which is down below. But yeah, that's it. We're going to do this Sunday, the 16th. So a couple days, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. It's going to be live from my channel, from this channel right here. If you're watching this, you're on the right channel. Aaron from Crafting Kitty is going to co-host. And I don't know, last year he was here and he didn't stay for the entire thing, but there will be a fiber spider sighting. So for any fans of the fiber one, fiber one, that doesn't sound right. Any fans of fiber spider. If you are a fangirl or a fanboy, if you just love Craig's voice, whatever the reason, he's going to be here. And yeah, like hopefully everything goes well. And Kay and Karen have agreed to moderate again. I think Bella's actually also a moderator on my channel, so she can do whatever moderators may need to do. But yeah, so that's what we got so far. So hopefully there is something that you like, and hopefully, like I said, there will at least be more yarn from me, and I have things, you know, from other people, like I said. So I hope to see you guys there. If you cannot be there, feel free to share my channel or the page for the shelter, and yeah, let's do what we can. You guys were amazing before. It definitely was a group effort from our Yarny community here, and it was really like heartwarming and amazing, and I was so happy with the way it turned out, and so proud of all of us, you know, for making it happen. And yeah, hopefully we can share a little more of that magic. So, because they need it 3 times more than last time. So, all right. I love you guys. I will talk to you very soon. Bye, guys.